Hello. So I started filming the Colorblind and a Beauty Junkie Part 2 video, and it just... my brain is not present today, so I'm not really in a position to be filming serious videos. I'm calling this the Semi-Precious Edition because I wanted to briefly talk about the Semi-Precious collection from MAC. Originally, when I had first heard about the Semi-Precious collection, I was under the impression that, oh my god, I'm gonna need so much from this collection, you know, this is gonna be the thing that really, you know, puts me more in debt. And that was not the case at all, actually. I was, however, pretty interested in the MSFs because I only have one MSF, alright? The only MSF I have is the Pink Power from the Wonder Woman collection. And you know what? Let me get that for argument's sake. Alright, so here is my Pink Power. Excuse my nails, they are like in the worst shape that they've been in a long time. And that's what that looks like. I use this pretty religiously. Allegedly. I don't know if you can tell, but there's like, you know, some very, very fine shimmers in there. Very, very, very fine. And it's more noticeable in the pan than it is on your face. So I'm thinking, my logic is thinking that, okay, well, I really, really like this one and I would really like to build up my MSF collection, okay, since so many people like them a lot. I figured, you know what, I'll invest in one of them from the Semi-Precious collection, okay? And after doing my research or whatever, I ended up getting the Semi-Precious Crystal Pink. Now this will be in a haul video, so yeah, whatever. I think it's really, really pretty in the pan. I even think it's really pretty on the skin. This is a freaking glitter bomb. I'm going to take a moment and hold this up to my sleeve. Excuse my ratty jammy shirt, but can you see all the freaking glitter on the lid? I hope so. After reading swatches, oh my god. After seeing swatches and reading reviews on all of these, okay, and when I was deciding on which one to get, I was under the impression that, yeah, okay, maybe it's shimmery, but I wasn't really given the impression that they were full of glitter. I'm not really complaining about the product itself, okay? Honestly, it doesn't even bother me too much that there's so much glitter in it. That's not my problem. My problem is that I wasn't really given that impression by other people. Pinky Charm, in her review of the collection, she did mention that, but I saw her review of it after I bought it, so. The next thing I want to briefly mention is e.l.f.'s, just their overall approach to marketing. I got an email from e.l.f. today, as I usually do. They usually send me like 3 a day, which is ridiculous, and I consider it to be spam. I got an email from them today, and the subject line was like, sorry Mac, or something like that, and in the email they were comparing e.l.f. quads to MAC quads. So they're like, oh, okay, you can get an e.l.f. quad for $5, whereas you can get a MAC quad for 40 something. I think it's actually 50, whatever. You know, where they're comparing themselves to these really high-end brands, and I don't think that's very fair. I don't like it when a company in general compares themselves to other brands. I think it's really low. It would be different to me if they had, you know, sent the email and they compared themselves to higher end competitors. That would have been one thing. That would have been a little more fair to me. But actually naming a company is just, I don't know. It's just really nasty. Oh, okay. I'm gonna mention foundation for a moment because I was talking to Miss Shauna about this last night. Oh god, I'm hungry. I hope you guys can't hear my stomach rumbling. So I'm not a foundation person, okay? I don't use foundation like ever. I only have 2 foundations. I've tried 3. I know, it's really kind of sad, but I never really felt like I needed foundation. I still don't feel like I need foundation, but sometimes I do like the look that foundation gives, you know? I like the look of a blank canvas every now and then. So I want to try foundations, okay? I want to find my holy grail foundation. Not that, again, not that I feel like I need it. I just like the look of it every now and then. Now, the reason why I'm mentioning this, okay, is because I feel like everybody and their mom has been going completely nuts over this Chanel Vita Lumiere Aqua foundation or whatever. Now, I feel that there are certain things that you don't need to pay top dollar for. You can go down to your drugstore and pick it up for a fraction of the cost. And I do stand by that 100% about certain products. But there are other things that I do feel are worth investing in. Shauna and I discussed this also. Mascara is not one of them. I'm sorry. I do love some high-end mascaras. I'm not saying that, but I don't feel that it's entirely worth the money. There are other certain things that I do appreciate the luxury, and I do think are entirely worth the money. And I'm starting to think that foundation is one of them. I really want to try this Chanel foundation. Like, from what everybody is saying about it, I feel that it is something that it's right up my alley. Okay, I really do feel that way. The thing is for me though is that I'm very questionable about whether or not a $45 foundation is going to be worth it to me. I don't have access to a Chanel counter, so actually going and trying it out at a counter is inconceivable for me. It's just not going to happen. I would have to just buy it to try it. I'm basically asking you guys, if you've tried that foundation, do you know of a comparable drugstore version? I'm not even looking for necessarily a dupe, but just something that is very similar in texture, like very lightweight, feels like next to nothing on your skin, that type of thing. If you guys could suggest something, or if you could just tell me if you do think that the Chanel is worth the money. That's all I'm asking. It makes me feel really uncomfortable when people hear me doing videos. It like makes me feel really, really weird. So I guess I will talk to you guys later.